Former WWE heavyweight champion Chris Benoit died under horrible conditions on June 24, 2007. It is widely believed that Benoit took the life of his son Daniel, his wife Nancy, and then ultimately committed suicide after. But did you know that there are some super mysterious circumstances and unknown information surrounding the mystery of the Benoit tragedy? In fact, there are really more questions than answers. Let's get into it. Now, the incident is said to have taken place over a 3-day time from June 22, 2007 to June 24, 2007, which is a Friday through Sunday. Professional wrestler Chavo Guerrero was a close friend of the Benoits. Chavo says he had a phone conversation with Chris Benoit on Friday. Approximately 45 minutes in, the conversation was interrupted by a knock on Chris Benoit's door. Chavo was placed on hold. Chavo would later say that he heard a scuffle take place in the background before the line suddenly went dead. Chavo continued calling and finally got Benoit to answer his cell phone. Chavo said Benoit sounded out of character and groggy. Before ending the phone call, Benoit would say, "I love you, Chavo." Chavo said this statement seemed forced and was out of character for Benoit. Now, Benoit would later call the WWE to report that his wife and son had food poisoning. The WWE reps would say that Benoit didn't sound like himself. They also described him as groggy. Benoit would also tell the WWE, "I love you," before hanging up. This was also extremely out of character. Chris Benoit's cell phone was never recovered, which, this in itself is odd. Due to the level of decomposition of Chris's body, medical examiners determined that Chris died on a Saturday. Yet, Chris was sending text messages from his phone on Sunday. Chris would send Chavo Guerrero a text message on Sunday of his home address. This is extremely odd, as Chavo was well aware of Chris Benoit's address. He had been to the home many times as a close personal friend of the family. Now, Chavo also said just prior to Benoit's death, Chris had been behaving strangely, acting paranoid. Chris had even begun taking alternate routes when driving home. Chavo pressed Chris on what was going on, but ultimately he did not find out. There were 10 empty beer cans and an empty bottle of wine located next to Chris Benoit's body when it was discovered. But after autopsy, it was determined that there was no alcohol whatsoever in Benoit's body. He had not been drinking prior to his death, as someone wanted it to appear. Now, Benoit's wife Nancy had a former husband, wrestler Kevin Sullivan. Sullivan is said to have been involved in satanic cults and to have regularly participated in satanic rituals. One more thing. The Benoit family died on the 10-year anniversary of Kevin and Nancy's divorce. Someone had updated Benoit's Wikipedia page to say that Chris was mourning the death of his wife. The page was updated after Chris had died, but before police discovered the bodies of the Benoit family. What the hell went on here? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And as always, subscribe to Quick Note Conspiracies on YouTube and Facebook. Thanks.